Welcome to Rhinos and Aliens.
I don't know why that just popped up in my head.
Well, it's bringing good vibes, so I'm not.
As it should be. What's going on, everybody? I'm sorry, I just got loud. So if you guys listening to this on your phone, please turn it down just a little bit because it's going to get a little active in it. But welcome back to the Rhinos and Aliens After Dark. It's me, the Don Dada of all Dons. In front of me or to the left of me, I got
Nature Boy.
AKA. No, actually, that's just about it because that's what we've been calling you lately. White LaJoy is, you know what I'm saying? You know what it is. But welcome to episode 35 of After Dark. We are the number one podcasting crew in Western New York. You know what it is. Thank you for tapping in. Thank you for listening. All of that. But before I start this motherfucking video, make sure you thumbs up this video real quick. It don't hurt. You know what I'm saying? It's a quick second. Just tap the like. Tap that bit. 1 time. 2 times. No. 3 times. You gotta do it 3 times because if you tap it twice, you unliked it. So do it again. Know what I'm saying? And
or
then
just tap it once.
Just tap it 1 time. And it makes everything easier. And then go ahead and move that little dial, you know what I'm saying? Move it real quick to the subscribe. Make sure you hit that subscribe button for us and make sure you hit that bell so you get all of our notifications. But just like always, guys, today is an update day for the week of last week. Yeah. Also this week, somewhat.
Yeah. Well, we're not going to be discussing the playoffs just because of... We're like mention it, but we won't get into detail.
We'll put that little detail in because we know we Buffalonians, so we gotta throw that out there. But you gonna get more updated on it next episode, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, we got a little bit of everything. We got not necessarily corrections, but we have things we forgot to mention. We're going to talk about Amazon. We're going to talk about politics because something major happened. We're going to talk about the NBA, NFL, and we got some entertainment in there. And we lied to you last week. No random news because I want to do that justice. Random news and science.
So you're not doing it this week?
No.
Oh, so he lied to you guys?
As I mentioned, I did.
He lied.
Yeah.
It's okay, guys. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But like always, like I said, we're going to do this rapid fire, quick action. Like, you know, when you have sex and you just go in, but then it's like, it's really, you know, it's that thing. So you slip in, you like, ah.
But before we do that, we need to warm it up.
Yeah, you got to.
And talk about our weeks.
Exactly. So that, you know what I'm saying, we can go right into it, I guess. Me, I'm going to tell y'all right now, I had an okay week. It was all right. You know what I'm saying?
You sound like you had
I didn't have an okay week. Actually, guys, I stopped talking to this girl. And I don't know if she likes me anymore. But she kind of like, we called it quits. But like, it wasn't like no bad quit. It was like on both parts. We was like, yeah, it's about that time. So yeah, I'm throwing out the hints. But other than that, week was all right this week. How about you, my man? I said, did I say week was all right this week?
Yes.
Work was all right this week. I'm sorry. I just realized what I said. Work was all right this week. It was pretty easy. It went by pretty fast.
Well, that's never a bad thing.
No, not at all.
This week was very rough.
It was?
Yeah, on multiple fronts. So that's why I'm glad you came with the energy and vibes, because now I'm in a positive mood.
As you should be, my man. As you should be. I come with nothing but positivity and love.
And passion.
Because I love you niggas.
Okay, so guys, one thing we forgot to mention last week's from the sports side is LeBron James on his 36th birthday scored his 1,000th straight game of double-digit points.
Yes, sir.
And just to put that in perspective, the next closest person, I believe, is Kareem, and it's at 700-something straight games.
Oh.
Yeah. And
nice. So LeBron's over that?
Yeah, 1,000.
Oh.
He becomes the first NBA player ever in history to accomplish this feat. And just to put this in perspective, yes. 1,000 games. There's only 82 games in the season. It's roughly 13 seasons.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's like Over 10.
But because of how some of the seasons were shortened, it's more like 15. Because he, the 1 year when they won the championship in Miami, it was the lock.
The lockout.
And then the past year, it was shortened because of the
Corona.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So it's more
14, 15.
Yeah. Which, once again, if you guys ever think you're on the path of greatness, just think about LeBron James and say, damn, I ain't shit.
This guy.
Hey, if you look at it from a different perspective, it's motivation. It's not depression.
Exactly.
Another thing we did not mention, bro, did you know about Saturn and
Jupiter.
yeah, with the how it looked like it was a double planet on December 21st, the winter solstice? Okay, so the two largest planets in the solar system, Jupiter and Saturn, these two massive gas giants will do something or did something on December 21st that hasn't happened since the Middle Ages. Specifically, it hasn't happened since March 4th, 1226.
What happened?
If you looked at the right time, depending on where you were on the planet on December 21st, they looked like they were
Lined up?
yeah.
Oh, that's cool. So it was kind of like what is it called?
Eclipse?
Yeah.
But with planets.
Can you call a moon a planet?
No.
Why?
Because it doesn't have its own orbit. A moon orbits around
Us?
yeah, which is a planet.
Can you call the sun an orbit? Or no, because it doesn't have its own orbit. No, a sun has its own orbit.
Now we're getting very technical, but a sun can't be a planet because other planets rotate around the sun. So technically, a planet is a moon to a sun.
Guys, it just got real.
Now, to continue, these two planets won't be this close to each other until at least March 15th, 2080, and then sometime after 2400. So,
Guys, next time we will not see it. Just letting you know.
the point is, I wanted to mention
Unless you're a
this
vampire.
because I found it fascinating that something hasn't happened for 800 years, basically. And that's interesting.
2080.
Is only 60
40
years.
It's only 60 years.
Yeah. So
I'll be 80. About 88.
yeah, so we might
I might.
more
We
like
might.
more like 86.
For all you youngins, y'all see it. Y'all will. Y'all
The
will
planet
see it.
isn't destroyed.
If we ain't blow this bitch up.
Okay, so when it comes to now, this is the news feed. Rapid fire politics. Congress opens prayer with a man and a woman.
Wait, say it again.
Congress opened prayer with a man and a woman.
Ha.
Now, I just wanted to point this out. The problem with this is amen isn't an English word, so it has nothing to do with genders and sexes. It has no.
When you say amen, I think of like amen,
Well, that's how I pronounce it. That's what I'm saying.
amen, but then it's like, but you was actually talking about a man.
No. They opened amen
They opened the prayer with amen.
and a woman. I'm not saying the person who started prayer started by stating quote unquote
Amen
and a woman.
and a woman.
Yes. So you're probably starting to figure out why this is a problem, right?
This is weird.
Yes. And the only thing I'm going to give
He
is
didn't want to be what, sexist or something.
and this is where I'm going to give you my unbiased take using facts, bro. Amen isn't an English word, so it has no connection to any branch or subdivision of the Indo-European family, which is all European language.
Okay.
Its root comes from the Hebrew word, which comes from, in the most simplest form, truth. So when somebody starts a prayer with amen, they're basically starting a prayer saying, what I'm about to say is the truth. So it has nothing
Weird.
but it has nothing to do with sex or gender.
But he said a man and a woman.
Yes, to be politically correct. But he's being politically incorrect because he doesn't know the actual roots or meaning or definition of amen.
That's weird. This man said amen and a woman. I would like to thank this food. Like, what? That's weird. I never heard a woman. Like, that just throws me off.
Well, now if you hear somebody say that, you can politely correct them and say, hey, you don't need to be politically correct because you're incorrect.
But if they're already incorrect and then they're politically correct, they're technically correct. Because it's two negatives.
If they're already incorrect and they're being politically incorrect,
they're technically correct. I just mind fucked you.
I don't have time to figure that out in my brain right now. So we're moving on to the next political.
Yes.
That doesn't count as a victory. That just counts as a tie.
No, that counts as a tally. Donnie 1, Francis 0.
Okay, so the next biggest news politically is that the Democrats took the Senate by taking both seats in Georgia. They won both seats, so now they officially control the House, the Senate, and the presidency. Mm-hmm. So whatever Biden wants to do, theoretically speaking, it will be able to be passed because they control all aspects of.
So, like, the stimulus check I was supposed to be getting, but I never got.
Oh, I still haven't got that either, so.
I'm going to need you to hurry up and pass me that goddamn check.
Even though technically, bro, legally it already passed. They're just fucking you
Well,
over.
I'm going to need you to pass it to me.
So if you guys are wondering some of the examples I'm talking about, court packing, amnesty, and especially tax hikes are most likely going to happen. And some people might mention Joe Biden already said that he won't increase taxes. But Trump did give us a tax deduction, which he has discussed taking away. So even though taxes won't increase, we will begin tax more because we will no longer have the deductions, as an example.
Oh, okay.
So this is where I talk about listen to how people word their statements. Because, yeah, he's technically staying true to his word. He's not going to increase taxes, but there are many loopholes to still get more money out of the average citizen.
I definitely got raped in my last check, so screw you guys.
Yeah, I notice especially when you do OT, they really like to stick it up there.
Yep.
And obviously, we would, if we don't mention this, Capitol Hill was stormed. The reason why we're not going to get into detail about that, because the facts aren't out, and depending on the side, there are colliding reports. So I'm going to wait until more information comes out to give you guys the most unbiased aspect from that.
I probably will be biased. I'm just being truthful.
That's your right, bro.
Nah, I'll still go with the facts, but of course, because facts is facts. But yeah,
And that's probably good because
I have a love-hate relationship with this capital shit.
Which I'm glad you said that, because it's more human for you to say that you're divided on the situation than to just fully commit to one side.
Yeah.
Which, that's how I know you're being yourself, bro. And that makes me happy.
Yeah.
Okay, now moving to Amazon, just a random thing that popped up and is just showing how if you give anyone, let alone a company, too much power, they will fucking rape you. Amazon last year, sometime at the end of the year, they opened pharmacy. So now Amazon can legally sell you prescription drugs. Yes. Look it up. If you type in your
So
app.
if I say oxys.
Well, you can only do it online. Their app does not have that section
Their
yet.
app doesn't.
No. But if you go on their website through an internet browser, you are able to sign up for Amazon Pharmacy. The point I'm trying to make is that over the past week, they just announced that Amazon Air purchased 11 aircrafts to go along with their 69 rented. Why is this important? They now have 80 total aircrafts in some form, either through rental or ownership. And now this makes them the third largest aircraft supplier deliverer in the country, behind only UPS and FedEx.
I need something to look up. I was about to put in oxys, but then I was like, wait, that's probably not on there.
Well, look up Ritalin.
Ritalin. Got it.
Which is basically speed.
Ritalin.
Yeah.
How do you spell that? R-I...
And they probably do have what's
Oh,
they
God.
they definitely have OxyContin, bro. Because
This shit took me straight to the app.
well, I don't.
Well, like, no, I'm saying I'm on the.
Oh,
but when I
pharmacy thing.
search for something, it took me straight to the app.
But you're gonna have to go in your web browser and directly put it into Amazon.com because that's how I.
Yeah, that's what I'm on. Amazon.com. But when I search something,
Oh, it
in
takes
the
you to the app?
It takes me straight to the app. Which is weird.
Well, I did it on my
But
laptop,
It is clarified, guys. I am on the Amazon pharmacy.
and they have a whole setup to where you could have a delivery every week, every month, every.
Oh.
Yeah, they want when they get you, they want you in.
Oh, so they basically became the drug deal, drug mafia. Got it. Got it.
It is funny, but when you really think about it, it's getting scary because it's getting to the point. When is Amazon going to open a bank? When you really think about it, it might sound far fetched, but and Amazon isn't like an Apple or Microsoft where they like to stay in their industry.
Yeah.
They branch out. They do not give a fuck.
Yeah, they definitely do.
Yo, when are they going to open? When
Like
are they?
you said last night, they started off as books, selling books.
Yeah.
I forgot all about that.
Yo, it might be funny now or implausible, but I wouldn't be surprised 20 years from now they have their own car manufacturer.
I was about to say that. What if they got a car? Yeah, I was definitely about to say that. But instead of like having the actual word Amazon, they just put the A with the dash.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, that's actually clever. And their symbol is the smile. You know, like how
Oh yeah.
like how Chevy has the cross.
Yeah, I forgot about that smile part. Look at us. Guys, hire us. We coming up with marketing ideas.
Entertainment wise, we haven't discussed box office recently. And there's a reason why, because there hasn't been much box office. So I just wanted to give you an update, bro. No studio this year, or technically last year, 2020, finished with more than $500 million domestically. Just to put this in perspective, Disney in 2019 grossed more money domestically than every single company in America did combined.
They was doing their shit. I'm not gonna lie. They was on shit.
Well, to be fair, they were on shit in 2019.
Yeah, they was dropping out hits.
Aladdin, Lion King,
like they was dropping out hits.
Frozen 2. They had how many Marvel films? They had Endgame.
Oh yeah, that alone, fucking, their gross was crazy because of that Endgame.
Dude, that was right there, basically $3 billion.
Yeah.
So the point is, yes, this is a combination. Disney completely overachieved 2019, but just let that stick in. And I have another stat for the box office where Sony finished first, Universal finished second, Disney, Fox finished third, Warner Brothers finished fourth, Paramount finished fifth. But this is the key thing. Those were the only 5 studios to gross over $100 million domestically.
Sheesh.
And Sony
Top five.
and Sony was number 1 at just 486 or something like that. Or another way to put it, Avengers Endgame made basically twice as much money, one movie, as Sony did in its entire 2020 slate. Just to show you what the pandemic did. Yeah. Video game wise, The Last of Us Part 2 is cleaning up on Game of the Year awards. I'm not going to give the specific stat until all the awards are in, but last time I checked, they just surpassed 200.
It's ridiculous.
So they're going toe-to-toe with The Witcher 3 for the most game awards in gaming history.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because it's like, I beat the game, so I probably won't play it again. But that game is amazing. Not going to lie, storyline-wise and everything, graphics,
Oh, yeah.
engine, all of that.
Yo, and the fact that there's a lot more, not necessarily open world, but open scenes compared to any previous Naughty Dog game.
Yeah, and me thinking about it, now that I have a PlayStation 5, I've been playing like PlayStation 4 games on my PlayStation 5, and you can tell, not just graphics, but you can tell
Processing, the speed.
Yeah, exactly.
Loading.
Like the game, the loading, like you said, the game alone. I was playing Monster Hunter.
Okay.
But on a PS4, you can tell the difference from the PS4, playing it on a PS4 and playing it on a PS5.
Whoa, did you play God of War on the PS5 yet? Because from a gameplay perspective, that's one of the games I know about because I looked up videos. you can see the difference in just the smoothness of the frame rates.
That's what I'm talking about. Like on the PS4, you can run around and you'll see like a little lag. It's not nothing crazy, but you'll see like you can tell like it's going by frame. You can tell. But on a PS5, you can't tell that.
It's smooth.
It's so fucking smooth. Like even moving the camera around, it's picking up everything so easily. Like it's so amazing. And of course, the graphics is way better. Of course.
Yeah.
Especially
for the games that have gotten a update to where it's specifically like Devil May Cry 5, like it got a full blown.
I didn't know that. I was wondering why they was promoting it so like badly, and I just realized it's remade for the PS5.
Yeah. So if you think there's
and it comes with a Virtual Pack.
Yeah. So if you think there's a difference between playing a PlayStation 4 game on a PlayStation 5 game, the difference between the PlayStation 4 version and the actual PlayStation 5 version of games that have given the update, dude, it's almost like you could tell it's the same game. But if you never saw the first version and you only saw the PlayStation 5 version,
I actually might buy it now.
Yo, you would think, oh shit, this is a launch game, bro. It looks like a PlayStation 5 launch game. I'm like, wow.
And the crazy thing is, I didn't play it on a PS4. I watched somebody else like on YouTube play it.
Yeah.
And I watched like the whole gameplay. But now that it's remade for PS5, I kind of want it.
And you have a long history with the series, you might as well.
Yeah, mine as well.
Because, for whatever reason, one of the things I have etched in my brain is, I believe the first time I ever came over to your dad's house when it was on the west side, we waited for nearly 2 hours for Devil May Cry 4 to load onto the PlayStation 3 that you got.
Yeah, good times. Good times when life was easy.
Dude, can you believe that was now going on 14 years ago?
Bro, we're old.
Bro, that was in 2000. That was the summer of 2007.
Bro, we're almost graduated like 10 years ago. Bro. Think about it. That's almost 10 years ago already.
You know what I'm thinking about? In 4 years, I'm going to be 30.
Yeah, let's not talk about that.
Bro, my birthday's coming up.
Yeah, I know.
Which is even more depressing for you because
mine is right after.
3 months after. Which means you're 3 years away.
We're not going to talk about it. Man, I'm making my 30 the best 30 ever. I'm going to have bitches throwing ass everywhere. They better be falling off the ceiling, goddamn.
Okay, so guys, we're now getting to the sports section.
Sorry, guys, we're procrastinating this. I'm sorry.
Hey, it's not robotic. That's cool.
Not robotic. All genuine, baby.
Okay, so the way we're going to do the NBA, I'm going to highlight performances, not necessarily the games, because I haven't been watching game highlights.
I have, kind of. Not every game. But.
Well, is there any games you want to point out before I go into the performances? Because I know there's still a lot of fucking blowouts, bro. Before you say anything, at least as of 3 days ago, there have been 26 games decided by 20-plus points, which is tied for the most games by that margin in NBA history with which season? The 1950 season, bro.
Sheesh.
The last time we've had this many blowouts this early in a season was the 1949-1950 season.
Sheesh. You can go ahead and say your stats. I'll throw mine in here and there.
Okay. Well, first we have to highlight Curry. Because there's that video that blew up on the internet where he had hit 105 straight threes.
Yeah. In practice?
Yes.
Yep.
And then 1 week later, almost to the exact dates, he goes on for a career high 62 points against the Trailblazers in just 36 minutes. He barely played the fourth quarter.
And everybody was talking down. He had to prove something.
And that's another thing, too, because the game before against the Trailblazers, again, he had a very rough night. And the Warriors lost that game, and everybody wanted to talk shit. And he was like, okay. And this is the fascinating part, too. Normally, when he has these 50-plus point games, he has 12, 13 three-pointers. He only had 8.
He was just balling.
Dude,
he was just balling.
How he was going to the line, how he was going to the bucket, dude, he was aggressive.
Yeah, he was making that statement. He's like, man, you know who I am? He's like, hold on, let me remind you to introduce myself. My name is Curry.
Yeah, you guys thought you forgot?
Yeah, Chef Curry, boy, I cook.
Now, to be fair, I only slept on Curry just because the past quote unquote 2 seasons has been very rough from an injury perspective.
Yeah.
But yo, when Curry is healthy,
I'm not really a huge Curry fan, but you just got to respect Curry because Curry, that man turned the game to something different.
bro, what other player has the handle and the shot?
And the vision. Like,
And he's not ball dominant. That's the like unlike Kyrie and even Dame, they need the ball to get into the position to score those points.
He moves, and the crazy thing is he moves off ball to score. Like his movement around the court is just amazing. Like they set screens for him, he'll go around different screens. He'll run around the whole half of the court if he have to.
He's a true team player.
Yeah, like it's amazing. And the crazy thing is, if he has a wide open wide open shot, he'll shoot it. But if it's wide open and he sees somebody else wide open, he'll pass it.
Yeah.
So it's like it's amazing.
And bro, I forgot. Depending on the time of the year, dude, he never scores more than 50% of his buckets by isolation.
Yeah.
And sometimes his isolation shots are as low as 25%, which for a person with his skill and the points he puts up is very rare.
Yeah. It's just remarkable. Definitely. He's definitely something to watch.
Another thing to add about that game, he officially became the second oldest player to score 60 points in NBA history. Do you know who the oldest is?
Jordan.
Kobe Bryant won his last game when he... Mm-hmm. Which, by the way, did you know Curry's already 32? That's the stat that he's about to turn 33.
Yeah. I didn't... Well... I knew he was in his 30s. I didn't know.
I didn't know it was that. I thought he was 30, about to turn 31. So he's 2 years older than I thought. Oh, and by the way, when we're recording this, last night he scored or he hit 8 3-pointers for the 50th time in his career. Just to put this in perspective, no other player in NBA history has 50 games with 7 3-points made.
Sheesh. In one game.
Yeah, he has 50 games with at least 8.
That ball can shoot. I'll tell you that right now.
Okay, so the next thing is Bradley Beal. Once again, as of this recording, last night he scored his second straight game with 40-plus points. Through his first 9 games of the season, he scored 315 points. That is the 4th most in NBA history through a team's first 9 games. The only 2 other players to do better is James Harden last year and then Michael Jordan, where he did it twice.
Some great people to be with.
Yo, so at least offensively, man, Westbrook and Bill are...
And it's surprising because I didn't expect this. Like, I kind of, like, I don't know. Like, I expected him to be good because he's Westbrook, of course. But, like, I didn't expect it to be this good, I guess.
Well, for me, I wasn't expecting him to be this balanced.
Yeah. That's what I was looking for, balance.
And then for him to be, he technically, I wouldn't say he's necessarily a ball hog, but he is ball dominant.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting Bill to continue what Bill did from last year. People forgot.
Yeah.
He averaged, it was basically 31 points last year. And he's averaging more points this year.
Yeah, I didn't expect that. I definitely didn't.
Oh, and by the way, this is counting all the way back to the merger in 1976. So it's over 50 years. He's 4th on most points through first 9 games. So he's in very, very rare company. Now we have to mention a performance by Luka. It was roughly 5-6 days ago where he scored a 30-point triple-double, which is important because it was his first triple-double of the season. Mm-hmm. And in the process, it was a 30, 15 rebound, 10 assist triple-double.
You said 30, 15?
And 10 assists triple-double. To put this in perspective, this is the 10th time he's had a game like that before turning 22. He's still not 22. Why is this important? All other players combined don't have 10, and no player has more than 2 before turning 22, obviously.
Hey, I can tell you who on the run-up. LaMelo.
Oh, yeah.
I can tell you who on the run-up.
Well, he's had
He probably won't do it as consistent, but he's capable of it because the way he plays, he's just a all around player.
Well, his biggest problem too is his scoring. He doesn't score so effortlessly as Luka.
So, last night, he getting comfortable.
True.
He getting comfortable.
But I need to see that more to say it's a trend.
Yeah, definitely. Because every time I actually watched him play, he actually didn't even score, like, I think 15.
Well, his first game, he scored nothing. So going from scoring nothing to getting in the 20s?
Yeah. It's a big stretch. It's a big accomplishment.
Especially that quick. And we need to remember, no offseason or not a typical offseason. That was not an offseason.
Yeah, it wasn't.
And then how they're doing these back-to-back games and stuff.
But to me, he also been doing it.
Oh, yeah.
He's been playing been playing overseas. He's been in the G League. He been playing against NBA players before. So it's like, it comes natural. Of course, he just had to get that little jittered butterflies off, of course, from being in the NBA.
Well, bro, you can make the same case. Lonzo Ball, as long as he could get to 10 points, he is a triple-double machine waiting to happen.
Yeah.
He's never had a team built around him. Because Melo is in the situation where the Hornets are going to build a team around him, which is why.
Truthfully, right now, the team that he has is perfect for him.
Yeah.
It's perfect because he has Terry, and the crazy thing Terry is underrated.
Well,
Terry
to be fair,
Rozier
last year
underrated.
he had a disappointing season for the contract he signed and his standards. But Terry, see, this is the thing. Terry is now able to do what he was able to do in Boston because now he has Melo.
Yeah.
He doesn't see Terry is always best when he is score first, pass second. Last year he was in a actual point guard position, and that's not who he is. He's not a Chris Paul. He's more so a Kyrie. Yes.
Okay, that makes sense.
And now when you have LaMelo, who might be somehow a better passer than his brother, which is still boggling my mind.
It's not because he been a great passer. A great passer.
But
LaMelo to me is just a better all around player.
He is. But to be fair, bro, Melo. The news did him injustice. They always highlighted his scoring performances. They never highlighted his passing. Yeah. When they did the complete opposite for Lonzo. Yeah. When in reality, LaMelo was always the more gifted passer. And it's nice to see that people are finally noticing that.
Yeah, recognizing it.
Can we be real? When you're 19 and you sign a $40 million contract, he's winning at life right now.
Oh, yeah. And he got a contract with Puma. Oh, yeah. Bro is good.
Yo, seriously speaking, he would never have to sign another contract again, and he's set for life. And if he keeps improving like this, he's going to be a $200 million contract player.
Yeah. About 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, guys, the next performance I want to highlight, Boston has been showing out, and specifically Tatum. Sometime in the past week, he scored 40 points off of just 19 field goals, bro. And by the way, this is the third time in his career he has officially scored 40 points. And not to forget his duo in crime,
Jaylen Brown,
who has been balling. It's some crazy stat now, like how many. There's basically every game this season, they've gone for at least 45 points. And most of the games, they're combining for 50-plus points, which they're in top 5, if not top 3 consideration now for best duo.
Yeah.
Because what people...
I think like the top 3 is what? AD, LeBron, Jaylen Brown, and Tatum, and then KD and Kyrie.
Oh, yeah.
If they fucking play. What is with that, by the way?
Well, you know,
are they injured? They're not injured.
Well, KD isn't playing because of COVID.
Okay.
But Kyrie, at least from sources, even the team doesn't know why he's not playing.
That man's not playing because of KD's not playing. What type of butthurt shit is that? Oh my god.
To be clear, it's not known why he's not playing. You just.
Oh my god. My boy said, if my man KD ain't on the court, I ain't on the court. Cause I ain't trying to lose. And the crazy thing is they win it.
Yeah. Well,
Levert is back to
but
last
Dinwiddie
year.
injured himself.
Yeah, Dinwiddie's not playing.
Torn something.
Yeah.
Torn ACL, I believe.
Markelle Fultz just tore his ACL too. His ligament or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, that's.
And it's crazy because his career was actually going up.
Yo, the Magic. Bro,
Yeah.
the Magic, last time I checked, they were 5-2.
Mm-hmm. And he been balling. He been averaging like 18 or more or something like
and
that.
over 5 assists. I don't know the exact, but I know it was at least 5
That
assists.
man's been balling. And I actually watched him play finally in
dude.
Magic, and they balling.
It was one game this year where he had a double-double, I believe, and he had one pass where he was acting like he was driving. He faked the layup, put it behind his back, and perfect dime pass to the center dunk. I'm like, wow. Seeing this Fultz and seeing the Philly Fultz is literally night and day.
Yeah, completely different.
Not literally, but yes, metaphorically.
And I'm like I said, I'm just sad that he got that injury. He already had those injuries before,
With the shoulders,
and he was out for like ever.
Well, I'm glad you said that. He has officially, because now he's not coming back this season, he will only play 113 games his first 4 seasons. Just to put this in perspective, only one player played less than that as a number 1 overall draft pick, and that's Greg Oden.
Yeah.
And we know how his career ended.
And I don't want to see that for him.
No, because, bro, Fultz has the talent, and it's not like he's not playing due to... Because most of the games he didn't play in Philly wasn't because he was actually injured. It was just because they weren't playing him.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's the sad part. At least with Greg Oden, he could blame, I had shitty feet. My NBA career failed because my feet could not support the rest of my body. Yeah. But with Fultz, it's just bad timing and bad luck.
Yeah, it's definitely bad luck, I would say.
And the last performance I wanted to highlight, Greek Freak scored 43 points off of 17 of 24 from the field. Why is this stat so important? That's over 70%. When you have any player
dunk. Well, no, he's been shooting lately.
Yeah, he has.
That's crazy. But he's unstoppable when it comes to driving most of the time. Like, you can stay in front of him, double team him, all of that. Of course, it's going to stop him once in a while, but fast breaks, sorry.
Oh, bro, good fucking... Especially if the team on the defense is outnumbered, no luck.
Yeah, good luck on that.
With their shooters...
You either going to get dunked on or ran past. Like, there's nothing you could do. And how tall he is, his stride is so fucking long. Like, he can take 2 steps from the 3-point line and be at the paint. Like, it's over.
Bro, yes. It's just genetics. You have no shot.
Yeah, like, it's ridiculous.
Okay, so let's discuss the surprising team so far, right? So, as of this recording, Philly is 7-3.
Okay.
Which, with
kind of surprising, but not really.
But with their shooting now, bro, man. Yo, who would have thought Curry would be the difference between...
Oh, yeah, Seth Curry.
Yeah. Philly is tied for the best record in the entire... I said Philly. Phoenix in the entire league, 7-3. Once again, Chris Paul effect. Boston, as we were talking about balling out recently, they're also 7-3. Yo, I'm not surprised, but I'm surprised because of how they started. The Lakers are 7-3, which that's not surprising at all. Clippers have actually not been doing good recently. They're 6-4. As we were talking, by the way, we fucked up. Orlando is 6-4 now.
I don't know. I don't think anybody really pays attention to Orlando. They just come out of nowhere. And then they start paying attention.
The Knicks are 5-4, which I don't care. That's surprising. But Tom Thibodeau, he's a freaking coach. San Antonio is doing much better than I expected. They're 5-4.
Oh yeah,
I don't know. I don't know how Greg is getting that much out of the roster he has. Brooklyn is now 5-5. Oh shit, that's
what I'm saying. Like, Kyrie fucking play. The fuck? Like, every time I watch, like, and it's crazy because I want to watch the Brooklyn Nets play. but I fucking can't because KD and Kyrie's not playing. So then it's like I watch him, and then it's like this game is just boring now.
Yo, just so you know, if the playoffs start today, technically the Hornets would have a higher seed than the Nets. Just
And that's what I'm saying. Like, but the Hornets is doing okay. They're not great, but like
they're 5-5.
they're not bad. Like actually watching them play, it's not bad. They play as a team,
Yo, Miami's 4-4. New Orleans,
which I'm surprised about actually.
New Orleans, we were praising them. They fell off the map. They're now 4-4.
Yeah, Zion's been balling though. We need Lonzo to.
Toronto is
Need Eric Bledsoe to get his shit together too.
Yes.
This man shot a wide open shot and airballed it. I was like, "What the fuck, bro?" I was like, "Oh yeah, time to get back in the gym, bro."
But for me, knowing his history, I'm not surprised. Ever since he left Phoenix, bro, Eric Bledsoe has been such a streaky scorer, to where some games he balls out and other games, as you just said, yo, were you in the gym?
Yeah, like I don't know, man. I don't know.
For me,
even Zion said it. He was in an interview. He said,
for real?
"Yeah, he was like, man, used to be a person who averaged 20 points a game." He said, "Stop passing the ball so much."
Dude, it's as if he lost his aggression and his purpose. Dude, people forget, in Phoenix, he used to be one of the hottest trade commodities because he balled out.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, for at least in my perspective, the most surprising team of the year is Toronto. They're 2-6. By the way, every single game they've lost, they've had at least a 10-point lead. Every single game, they've had a 10-point double-digit lead.
Would you say that's on the coach or the players?
Bro, I think at this point it's a combination of the two. Because obviously it's on the players because...
It's like they're actually playing. So
yeah, but now it's also on the coach because
you have to make an adjustment,
and you need to get your players out of that mindset.
Yeah.
So when it happens, when all 6 of your losses you've had a double-digit point lead, there is no other way to get around that. That is part coaching. Because it is on the coach, as you said, to make adjustments, whatever it is, either schematics or just mentally saying, yo, you guys need to get out of this funk. Because at this point, when all your losses are double-digit lead losses, when you had a lead, that is a mental thing. That's not physical. That's not the scheme. That is a mental. Like, you guys, for whatever reason, are breaking down in the clutch moments.
Yeah. Yeah, probably, I don't know.
But it's
Definitely
the reason
to get it together, though.
It's so surprising because last year they had the best record in the league when they had a double-digit lead. It was some crazy thing. They were 48-4, bro. They were 48-4, and this year they're 2-6 with double-digit leads. Complete opposite of the spectrum. Okay, now we're going to move to the NFL, guys. We just because we are Buffalo Bills, the Bills won.
Yeah.
They beat the Colts, even though it was a much closer game than a lot of people predicted.
I was watching that game at work.
Oh, you were?
Yeah.
A win is a win nonetheless, right?
It is, but at the same time,
You were nervous?
not really, because I don't really care for the Bills. But like, I was only nervous because it was like 8 seconds left in the game, and they got that fumble happened, and it was a fumble.
That is right.
I think they actually recovered it, but it was called not a recovery.
Yeah.
So I was thinking that was bullshit, and that kind of almost cost them the game. But the Bills did hold out and did what they were supposed to do. So congratulations to the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
Bills Mafia that I'm not included in.
Now getting into week 17, because we didn't discuss that last week just because of how we record, we're going to mention just our teams. Okay, so when it comes to the Saints, they demolished the Panthers 33-7.
As they should.
And
they play tomorrow, and I definitely will be watching.
The Seahawks defeated the 49ers 26-23 in a very nail-biting game. The Seahawks almost lost that game, and as we're going to discuss in our next episode, there's a reason why it was such a close game against the 49ers, because they were not playoff material. The Rams knocked out the Cardinals from a possible playoff spot where they won 18-7.
I was about to say, if we ever play them, this would be the first time we ever actually play them.
It would have to be the Super Bowl.
Bills, make it to the Super Bowl, because I know my Saints is, so. Fuck. I just want y'all to lose against us. I just want to play the Bills. That's all.
You want the Saints to play the Bills?
Yes. I just want the Saints to play the Bills.
What if they both make it to the Super Bowl?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I need the Bills to make this a Super Bowl, so, because I know my team is. If we don't, I'm going to be pissed.
You're confident? You think they're going to go to Green Bay and beat the Packers in Lambeau?
Yep.
Good luck with that.
Fuck Aaron Rodgers.
The MVP, by the way.
Fuck him. I don't give a fuck. My quarterback been MVP multiple times.
He's never been MVP.
He's never been MVP, but he got the most passing yards. So fuck him. He got more passing yards than Aaron Rodgers.
And passing touchdowns.
Exactly.
And completions.
Exactly. Fuck him. My quarterback is. I need to. I'm gonna just buy a jersey. I need to hurry up and get a jersey before he retire. And who knows when? Because he has this year, and he said he might come back next year, or I think it's on this contract, but you never really know.
Well, if he wins the Super Bowl, he's retiring.
Yeah, and I need to hurry up and buy that fucking jersey.
Oh, you better buy it now, because the moment he retires, those jerseys are going to skyrocket in price.
Yeah, I'm definitely doing it soon.
Yo, try to get a Kobe Bryant jersey, bro. Good luck.
Oh, yeah, no. I know them bitches is high.
And that's if you could get your hands on one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm good. I ain't got that type of money at all.
Okay, so the two last games we were going to discuss, the Steelers versus the Browns. The Browns defeated them 24-22, so they're playing in the playoffs now. By the way, this is the first time since 2007 the Browns have finished a season with a winning record. This is the first time since 2002 they've made the postseason. Both of those were the two longest streaks in the NFL.
Wasn't they doing bad earlier this year?
Yeah, they were, but they turned it around.
I didn't even pay attention to them.
Yeah. But this is the fascinating thing.
Isn't Odell out also?
Mm-hmm.
So that we see who the kryptonite is.
Sadly.
But true.
Now, this is the great quote where just because you have... This is the great quote, sometimes less is more. We're not saying Odell isn't a great player, and when he's on the field, the Browns are more talented. But just because you're more talented doesn't mean you're better.
Yeah. Need that charisma.
Yeah. But I do want to point out, the Steelers did not play 6 of their 8 best players. 4 of them on offense, and they still only lost by 2 points. Damn. So when they play, don't be surprised if the Steelers bust the Browns' ass, especially since there's all these coaches and players that are off the team because of COVID reasons.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I would be so tight if I was a Cleveland Browns fan. We finally made the postseason, and like half our team is not playing. Oh, that's
great.
That's
fucking amazing.
Good job, NFL. And lastly, the Bills defeated the Dolphins 56-26.
Oh yeah. That game got real boring.
Whoa, talk about... Wow, bro.
Yeah, that game got boring.
Now, I'm just going to say some stuff about the games we talked about.
Oh, also, guys, I have to say this. We actually was able to be in the stadium.
Oh, you went?
No, I was at work. But I was saying people was in the stadium today.
Oh, yeah.
So, yay.
9,000, right?
Yeah, to you people that was in the stadium. Great job.
15% of capacity. Yippee-ki-yay. I guess
we went outside.
It's a start, right?
Yay.
Yo, aren't you? I'm low-key surprised they actually allowed that.
Yeah, low-key. Downtown, though, all you people might get COVID. Because y'all was wilding. They had to cut off like a whole half of the street or some shit like that.
I saw some videos on Twitter.
Yeah, and there was so many people there watching this big ass screen TV, holding hands and shit. Like,
and once again,
fuck?
just remember, guys, you could do that for a sporting event, but you can't go to church.
What does this world come to?
See, you even see the hypocrisy with that, right, bro?
What does this world come into?
It's like, yo,
You can't go somewhere to pray for COVID to go away, but instead you can go somewhere to drink and share beers.
Yeah.
With your partner.
And by the way, like churches, depending on the section of New York, it's a 10-person capacity in a certain area. Yeah, it's as the videos and you saw hundreds, bro.
Hundreds cheering each other on, hugging each other. Like, guys, we are still in a pandemic, and we're gonna get closed the fuck down again if you guys don't fucking get control of yourselves.
But you remember what I said? The government can't tax churches, but they can, and they do tax liquor. You think it's a coincidence that one is...
Them niggas don't give a fuck at all. They close down shit they can't tax, but the fuck.
Yeah. The Browns officially finished the season with an 11-5 record, yet they had a negative point differential. Which means when they won their games, it was close. When they lost, they got blown the fuck out.
Oh.
Yeah. The Steelers finished the season with the least sacks given up, 16, and the most sacks gotten at 56.
Sheesh.
Meaning they protect their quarterback and they get to the quarterback. So, if the Steelers make the Super Bowl and play your Saints, Drew Brees, you better watch out.
Dun, dun, dun.
The Bills won their last 6 games by double digits, average 19.8 points per game differential. So they, on average, won their last 6 games by 20 points, bro, each game. This is the first time that a team has done this since Seattle in 2014. They won their last 3 games by 25 plus points, which the last time any team did that was the Packers in 1996. By the way, yes, that is the same Packers team that won the Super Bowl. Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh,
Fuck them. They ain't winning.
And just to really get into this Bills hype, they won 9 of their last 10 games. And the one game they lost was the Arizona Hail Mary of all Hail Marys.
Yeah.
So, yeah, shout out Bills. Now moving to Josh Allen. He officially surpassed Drew Brees for most passing yards in a single Bills season.
He can suck my dick.
The Dolphins became the first team since 1970 to have the number 1 defense in the league, but give up a 50-plus point game. Oh, and by the way, the 2 most points that the Bills have scored in their history have come against which team? Yes, you guessed it, the Dolphins. 56 recently, and then 58 points. And then last but not least, Derrick Henry, bruh. Every time I mention his name is because he's breaking a record. And yes, you are correct. He broke another record. What is that record? He becomes the first player in NFL history to have 3 straight 200-yard games against the same opponent. So if you're a Houston Texans fan and next year you see the Tennessee Titans, just expect Derrick Henry to finish with 200-plus yards. And no, by the way, in that game in Week 17, he finished with 246, his most in any game for his career. And, oh, yeah, he finished with 2,000 rushing yards.
Sheesh.
So last year he finished with 1,800. This year he finished with over 2,000. By the way, his last 20 games, including the playoffs, he's ran for 2,650, which is the most in NFL history in a 20-game span.
Damn.
In a 20-game span, he ran for 2,650. I think specifically it's 2,646, but we're going to round up.
Yeah. Hey, you a beast, my man. You a beast.
Yo, when you have the strength of Jacobs from the Giants way back, but you have the speed of what is this?
AP.
Yeah, like an Adrian Peterson, bro.
Ridiculous.
And the fact he's not wearing down is also blowing my mind because normally a player of his height normally wears down, but no.
Hey, he different. He built different, man. He built different.
He legit is. And we're going to finish with college football. The Heisman Trophy was given out, and it was given out to the wide receiver of the Alabama Crimson Tide.
Yeah.
Where he...
I don't like college, but I fuck with Crimson.
Devontae Smith, the wide receiver, who, by the way, is considered the second best wide receiver on the team because their first best went down with a broken ankle at the beginning of the year. He finished basically breaking every Alabama record, which for a future episode when all the bowl games are over, I will get into those specifics and for time reasons. But what I want you guys to know, he's the third player under Nick Saban to win the Heisman Trophy. By the way, all 3 Heisman Trophy winners in Alabama history have been under Nick Saban. And another thing, over the past 15 years, the only 3 players to win the Heisman who aren't a quarterback have come from which college, bro?
I don't know.
Alabama.
Okay, yeah.
But the 2 other players were running backs by Alabama.
Okay.
And you know who one of those running backs was?
Who?
Derrick Henry.
The beast. Man, built different.
Yeah.
My mama.
And then the other running back was the guy who used to be for the Saints, Ingram, who's now with Baltimore.
Brandon Ingram.
Yeah. I'm going to... And that's all I have to say. But if my man from another land has anything else to say, this is your time. And if not, we're going to do our typical hyped up, we don't give a fuck outro.
But anyway, what's going on? You know what time it is. It's Shoryuken. You know what I'm saying? You know what time it is. It's that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5 Rhino thruster. You know what time it is. Number 1, make sure you motherfucking like this video. Like I said in the beginning of the video, hit that like button. One time for the one time.
Number 2.
Number 2, subscribe. Subscribe. Make sure you show us some love. That's all it is. Just show us some love. If you fuck with us, if you fuck with me, you fuck with white chocolate, just fuck with us.
And if you want to show us even more love, you do what?
Hit that motherfucker bell.
Ring a ding.
A ring a ding ding. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you get all of our notifications in case you guys just don't know that. Just saying. Everybody looks at that bill. I'm like, what is this for? It's for you to get all of our notifications.
No, but seriously, a lot of people don't know that.
Y'all really don't know that. But make sure you do that. But also, number 4, make sure you share on every social media. We got Instagram, we got Facebook, we got Twitter. You want to follow us and keep up to date? Just follow us. You know what I'm saying? We're mostly active on Facebook and we mostly active on Instagram, Twitter, But if y'all want more Twitter stuff, then just say something. And that goes to number 5. Comment on anything that we talked about.
And everything.
Any and everything. You think we made some mistakes? Correct us. We're going to show you our mistakes on the next episode.
If you don't correct us, how do we grow?
Exactly.
And
we
how
trying
do
to be
you
great
grow?
for you. Everybody makes mistakes.
We're only human.
We only human. I mean, I might be a little... I ain't going to tell you my secret because, you know, the feds be watching.
Yeah,
but,
you might be low-key, you know, like...
You know what I'm saying? I might be... I might be a little vampire on the low, but I ain't gonna mind my business. But other than that, thank you for watching. Stay tuned to the next episode and make sure you guys want to, if you guys want to, you know, hit any of these videos, you know what I'm saying, just go ahead. Just go ahead. I mean, the videos to download too. Just scroll. If you want to go to the channel, just hit that view channel. Hit them videos. Like them bitches. Subscribe.
Hello.
Peace.
PH and Cadoodle.
Cadoodle. Just a friendly reminder, guys. Hit the subscribe button in this corner. And then for the newest video. Then for the most recommended. And then for our famous dick pic.